a foot away from her, and I want a picture of what I saw. I never sent him a sketch or anything. But 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus got me up, and I prayed the chaplet. It took me 45 minutes because I knew he was right there. And I went back to bed, went to Mass, came home, had breakfast, and I went down to my shop, and I took a canvas about 30 inches, and I started to streak of gold and white and red. And I painted the whole canvas, and then I took a brush and I painted her face. And when I told my wife, I said, Barbara, come down and look at this. It's beautiful. And so I painted the whole picture. No, Jesus painted. I held the brush. I said that to him. Okay. When the painting was done, I figured that I would charge Louis $2,000 frame. I'm going to call him, and Jesus says, Ferdinand, no charge. Oh, I said, Lord, you're so good-hearted. Okay. So I called Louis up, and I told him I painted the painting for him, and Jesus told me not to charge it. And then Jesus said, send it overnight, so you'll get it tomorrow. Federal Express, another $150. I sent him the painting. Now, he told his wife, he told me this after, he said, Cindy, that nut called from Indiana. He never sent me a sketch, never sent me eye color, hair color. When he comes, we'll hang it up. When he goes, we'll throw it in the closet. When he got the painting, he was outside, and he was telling Jesus, how did that little wop paint this? It's just how she appeared. It's incredible.
I'll help you out some more. Why did you put what it says on there?
Oh, just have faith in my son Jesus. Because Mother Mary told Louis, no.
I'll explain it. Okay. When our Blessed Mother appeared to Louis Zaya, he was in torment. And there was a lady standing on his front porch, and he thought it was his secretary. When he got closer, he realized it was a woman from the Bible. And he wasn't going to pay any attention to her because he didn't need that kind of trouble at this moment in his life. And as it went to go by, he turned to take one final look, and he made eye contact. And his thought in his mind was, who are you and what are you doing here? And she said, I'm praying for your protection. Just have faith in my son Jesus. And that's why these words are on here. And the 2 roses are there because as he went closer, the smell of roses was so intense. He not only smelled them, but he could taste the roses in his saliva. So this painting has a lot of meaning for Louis Zaya.
And by the way, this painting is all over the world. It's everywhere. And I shouldn't tell you, more miracles have happened with that painting. The lips move, the eyes move. It's incredible. But in California, that painting came alive. And it's bigger. You just can see Jesus. You can't see just that face. And she started to cry, and oil came from her heart, and a white aura came around her. And the people in the house that witnessed this, that had mortal sins on their soul, started to sweat profusely. The people without mortal sins, she filled the room with roses. And I think your wife bought this picture. All right, I'm going to tell one. Oh, these monks at the monastery, about 40 of them, I would speak to them and Jesus would tell me what to say. And the monk said that I was I was a mystic or clairvoyant. I didn't know what either one of those things meant. So I went and knelt by the tabernacle one day, and I said, Lord, could you tell me, the monks say I'm a mystic or clairvoyant. Could you tell me what I am? And our Lord spoke to me and said, Ferdinand, you're a little Italian that I talk to. Tell them that. Oh, they were reading the lives of Harry S. Truman, and they asked me, what did Jesus think of that? And our Lord told us, read the lives of the saints. They will stand like beacons of light on the path you must take back home to them. I want to tell you this last vision. You know, Jesus can do anything. This is very important. There's nothing he can't do. He took me from my house to Rome. And he showed me the Vatican. It was all lit up beautifully. And the Virgin Mary was standing on top of the dome. Not above it. She was standing not on the dome, she was above it. Her hands were out like this, with light streaming from her fingers. It was so beautiful. And then a devil, about 3 feet high, came out of the darkness with an axe over his head, and ran over to the foundation of the Vatican and chopped off a piece of the Vatican, the foundation 8 inches long, 3 inches wide, and ran back into the darkness and started to polish it with venom and lies. And when it was so brilliant, that little devil gave it to bishops, priests, and religious. And the ones that took it, it became sour in their stomach. Then an angel appeared with a host, symbolically placed it where the devil chopped off a piece of the foundation. And the angel said to me, the Holy Catholic Apostolic Church can never be destroyed, for it's the foundation is the living presence of Jesus Christ. And then God took me back to Indiana. So, all these things that have happened, and I say this in front of bishops, I say it because it's happened. We have to pray more. We can take our country back. The devil is in the White House. And believe me, he gets his marching orders from hell. Believe me when I tell you what Jesus, the last thing I want to tell you what he said. Tell your brothers and sisters to kneel down every day, husbands and wives on their knees and their children, and to start praying Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be, every day on your knees. I said, Lord, is that all? That's all. To start. I call people. I'm going to speak in New York. I'm going to speak in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to California in February. I just came back from Michigan. I tell all the people, kneel down and pray. And Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory Be. I'm going to tell you some of the people what they say. The wife will kneel down, the husband will stand. Or the husband will kneel, and the wife won't kneel down. What is wrong with people? One woman said to me in California, I had everybody kneeling, but the lady couldn't kneel. I said, ma'am, can you kneel? Oh, she said, I have bad knees. Jesus said, Ferdinand, tell me you'll give her $1,000 if she can kneel. I said, I will, Lord? I said, ma'am, I'll give you $1,000 if you can kneel. She said, oh, I can kneel. I said, Jesus got lots of money, he'll give it to you. So everybody that's heard this story, pray. Now, to start an Our Father, Hail Mary, it takes less than 2 minutes. We kneel down every day and pray. Pray with your wives. Husbands, pray with your wives. I had a husband say to me in New Jersey, he said, he sat in the front, and he said to me, he said, I didn't want to come here, my wife made me come.